Hello today, gang. I haven't done a fucking talkie video in God knows how long. So I am doing this video. I just recently started playing Overwatch. It's been about 2 weeks. I know I'm a little late. I'm kind of not the biggest fan of Blizzard because the way they just sit on. They don't really have very many new IPs, I should say, I guess. And they kind of like, I really got really pissed off at Blizzard because of the way they did Diablo 3 and the way they've just been, haven't really released like another expansion for it, and it's just been stagnant. And I was a really big fan of Diablo, and I just got to the point where just didn't like Blizzard much anymore. So I wasn't really looking into getting Overwatch. So eventually one of my friends online convinced me to do it. So I got it, but I had it for like another couple weeks before I finally actually played it. And when I first saw it, I thought, well, it looks like a shooter to me. It looks like Team Fortress 2. And I played a little bit of Team Fortress 2, but not much. So I didn't know if I was going to like Overwatch or not. So I finally gave it a try, and I actually liked it. So it shows what a stupid moron I was. And it's really a lot of fun, and especially when you're playing with other people and you're not just playing with random people who are joining the game, or pugs, as my friend likes to call them. Well, she convinced me to play, so I've been playing for about 40 hours in the last 2 weeks or so. So, yeah, I put a lot of time into it. Now in the video, you're going to notice that, I only play like 4 heroes. I'm doing that by design, I guess, to get really good with those heroes before I move on to another set of heroes. Like I won't. The 4 heroes I've been practicing with are Torbjorn, or whatever how his fucking name's pronounced. Soldier 76, Mercy, and Roadhog. Those are the 4 I've been practicing the most. I could say they account probably for about 95% of my game time. I think I had 10 hours on Mercy, 9 hours on Torb, and 9 hours on Soldier 76, and I got like 3 hours on Roadhog. So yeah, they account for most of my game time. But I've been really trying to practice them to get really good at them before I move on to a new set of heroes, which I just did. A couple days ago, I started trying to play Anna and Genji. Now, from what my friend tells me, she's played it like 200. She's played it like 200 hours or something like that, close to it. And she says Genji has, the highest skill cap, or like skill barrier to play. So he's the hardest DPS to play. So yeah, I'm gonna be a while on Genji before I get good at him. But I think I'm decent at Torb, which he isn't hard to be decent at. You just gotta know where to put your turret at. And I'm pretty good at Soldier 76. Roadhog I can still use some work with, so I'm probably gonna stay on Roadhog for a while. Mercy's not hard to play. You just gotta know when to switch back and forth between healing and damage boost. So there's The game's surprisingly deep for me.
There's a Reinhardt in that room.
Like I said, I didn't get much into Team Fortress 2, so I didn't know what to expect here. And as my friend calls it, it's basically a MOBA, first-person MOBA, multiplayer online battle arena. Or whatever. Oh, I never got that stupid acronym for that game. But besides that, things I've learned. I learned not to use your ultimate as soon as you get it. That's one of the first things you learn is to save it for when you really need it, or when the best opportunity arises. Like in Torb's case here, the best time to use his ultimate is when the enemy is pushing on the point, and like they're all rushing at the same time. And you got a level 2 turret down. Do not use his freaking ultimate without having the level 2 turret down. Otherwise, you're robbing yourself of half the potential damage you could be doing. Because I don't think his weapons do more damage. I don't think his weapons do more damage when he uses his
I got my turret.
Ultimate, other than his turret. His turret does do more damage, and it gets like a shit ton of HP. So, but yeah, that's one of the many things I've learned. With Mercy, always res your tank, or when you're really pushing and everybody on the point's dying, hit that res. Even if you think you're not gonna take it, but if you're like locked in overtime, that's the best time to use it to keep them from winning, or keep them from taking a point. But Soldier 76, he's easy to play. Don't full auto fire from far away. He's kind of if you don't know what to play him. He's the guy they put in to draw all the Call of Duty and Battlefield people to Overwatch, because he plays, pretty much like a standard shooter. So,
the fuck just shot me.
But it's Roadhog. Roadhog is very. He's not really as my friend said, he's not really a tank. I mean, he can't just stand out there and just absorb damage. He does have 600 health, which is good, and he can heal himself for 300 damage using his little whatever he puts in his mask. Who knows what that is? But his hook is good for pulling people away from points, or pulling people past choke points to kill them. It's really good for pulling Farah out of the air if you can hit her with it. And once you get them in close, you just aim for the head with your shotgun. It's pretty much automatic kill on most heroes, except the bigger tanks. Now, if you pull in another Roadhog, he could do as much damage to you as you could do to him. So pulling in another Roadhog is kind of dangerous, I learned. Also, getting. But yeah, pulling in another Roadhog, will get you killed too. Well, he won't kill you, but I've actually had one of the times I was playing Roadhog, we actually hooked each other at the same time. We pulled each other towards each other, and we both shot each other with the shotgun at the same time. We didn't kill each other, but we both ran off like mere opposites of each other, and it was funny. God, like we hooked each other both at the exact same time, and it was but I just really, like the game at this point. And here in the background, I tried to get some good footage of all my characters all the characters I've been working on. So I got Mercy, Soldier, Torb, and some Roadhog. Like, the best match I've had is Roadhog so far. I didn't get. I wish I would have. I wish I would have been recording, but I did not have. I wasn't recording at the time. But I did get to the very end of the match. But at the beginning of the match, their team was past the choke point. It was on Hollywood. Their team was past the choke point, and they was killing everybody as they came out of their spawn. And you know, after about a minute, I got fed up with it. So I took Roadhog. He's not the most stealthy character. He's pretty big, and I just went out the side door, and they was all focused on everybody coming out the front door. So I went around, got up to the point, and got up to the A point, and I started capping A, which, you know, got their attention. Only 2 people came back for it. I don't know where the other 4 were at. Those 2 people came back. I killed both of them. And I think it was a McCree and a Genji. And then another one came up. I think it was their tank. And I hooked him, killed him, and captured the point by myself while my team was just fucking dinking around at the entrance. And towards the end of the match, we almost had the point up to the movable objective almost up to the destination, and I get freaking my ult. Their whole team's on the freaking objective trying to stop us, which I was the only one on our point on the moving objective, and I pressed the Q button. Well, Roadhog's ultimate has huge pushback to it, so I just swing my gun around and hit everybody on their team and push them all back. I don't kill all of them, but I push all of them back. And since I was standing on the point when I did it, the point moves forward, we win. And that was on the same match. So that was my best match as Roadhog. My best match is Soldier 76. I had a lot of good matches with him, so I don't really know if I can really think of a good match for him. But I am going to be putting up more Overwatch videos and maybe talking. But I have been putting my own music in the background and, you know, keeping my mic on. I have been playing with my roommates who just started playing themselves. They saw me playing it. Then I showed them some videos and they're like, "Oh, that looks fun." I'm like, well, it requires more teamwork than Battlefield. And here I got a bunch of highlights from matches. That's one thing I do like, is the highlights. Just in case you're not recording, you can go back and watch it. But, so, I can't really think of a good match I had with Mercy. I mean, I did play the game once with Mercy, and that was because I rezzed 4 people at the same time. I've gotten a lot of play the games with Torb. He's not really that hard to play the game with. I mean, when they push on the point, just use his ult. If you have the level 2 turret down, boom, you got to play the game. I mean, he doesn't make for the most interesting play of the game because your turret's doing most of the work unless, you know, you're out in the thick of it and using its shotgun mode on people. But yeah, I've gotten shit tons of play of the games as him, and people don't look amused when, especially if I stand there and hammer on the turret while the turret's going crazy. They're not very impressed with the hammer on the turret play of the game. Or Soldier 76 play the game. Now, if you flank with Soldier 76 and use his ult behind them, or for somewhere, oh yeah, you should be seeing that where I push people off the point
Mm.
in one. Yeah. I don't know if this time if my audio is going to sync up perfectly with the video in the background, but it should. Again, here's another. There's a couple of me flanking from behind with Soldier. Soldier's a good flanker and good at breaking shields. But I got a little bit of footage of all the players I've been working with, all the heroes. I would hesitate to call Roadhog a hero, but
They got Bastion sitting on top of fucking.
I guess my opinion of the game, they really need more like bad guys. They're like sorely lacking on the bad guys. So I'm assuming the next hero that's going to come out, which will probably be around the anniversary update, which is supposed to be in a couple weeks. That they're going to release another bad hero, probably another tank, which would be cool. But
I got him.
now the reason I could probably get behind this game for the way Blizzard does business is because they support things in the long term. So that means we're probably going. They probably support this game well into the freaking
Back up.
next decade,
My.
like they have with freaking Diablo 3. So, I mean, they'll probably add new maps, new heroes, and it's all free. So, I can't complain about that. But I really like the game, and like I was saying earlier, it just requires a lot more teamwork than I'm used to. Because on Battlefield, you're playing with 32 other players on your team, so what you do matters less than on Overwatch. Overwatch, you have to do more because there's less players, so you have to contribute more to your team than you do on Battlefield. And I'm rambling here, but I'm probably going to stick with it because I put this much time into it now, 40 hours. So I really can't think of anything else too much more to say about this game other than I look forward to playing it a whole lot more, and hopefully I'll get a good group of players and get my roommates practice with a good group of heroes too, and work together as a team. Because there was a run we had a couple days ago where I had Saphira, Hippo, Malice, and Jess are two of our roommates, and we won almost every single match all night for like 2 hours. We only lost one match. So if you're on a good team and you're just playing against a bunch of random people, because we're playing a quick play, I don't really want to attempt competitive play until I reach like level 100, and I'm good with at least 8 heroes or more. So that way I can always at least have something I'm good at doing. But I don't even want to attempt competitive. I haven't really played much of arcade either. So that'll be like a whole new experience for me because I haven't played arcade. I don't think I've clicked on it once. I've always done quick play. I know you can get but I think that's about it for this video. I mean, I really can't think of too much more to say right this moment, but I am going to be having more videos in the future of it, and I'll continue to upload my regular stuff for anybody who watches this, which will be like 20 people. But anyway, thanks for watching and listening to me ramble about Overwatch. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't, go to another channel. Later.